Okay. All right, and we're live. Yes, us ladies were jabbering backstage, catching up really quick, and then we looked at, oh, look what time it is.
Yeah.
Lady chatter. So everybody, welcome. Thank you for joining Allyson and I again for another Friday night. And our special guest is Marina from Heart Center Tarot.
Hey, everyone. So glad to be here with you ladies.
It's always nice to get a chance to read again with you, my dear.
Thank you. Same for me. Yes, so, it's always a good time.
And by the looks of it, we didn't really have to worry about people waiting, because if anyone's watching, that they're being entertained with Cosmic Orphan and Miss Tarot D and their lovely little skits and chats that they do in the chat. So they're very entertaining. So it's always a pleasure to have to them join us as well and add to the fun of Friday nights. I always look forward to Friday nights, hanging out with my gal pals and everybody in chat. So
yeah. Hey, Miss Tarot D. Hey, Cosmic Orphan. Christine Brooks. Yeah. Hey.
Oh, Miss Tarot D. Allyson really dialed up for us this week.
It's an illusion. My hair is up in a messy bun and I put on a necklace. But thank you for noticing. It's because I don't feel so hot. I was like, I look like I don't feel good. I better do something. Thank you, though.
Well, whatever you're doing, it's working for you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, they're picking on Allyson still about they're trying to get Allyson off on mute.
Oh.
Because Allyson, you put.
I always start. No, I'm not. Sometimes, always. I'll go to start talking and the mute button's still on. Because I always do it when I shuffle.
Friday night. Hello, Janet P. Hello, Christine. People are popping in. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. Fatima. She is here. I've noodled many times. Okay. And Marina's here. Hello. So, and there's Odelia. Hello, Odelia. So, I'm just glad my drag is rubbing off on all of you ladies. I was going to put makeup on. I was telling Allyson that I feel like I've been wanting to put makeup on today. When I stand in front of the screen today, I looked at myself and went, We were talking about one of these we were sharing today, because Allyson and I, chat during the day. And her Siri, she said some word, and Siri thought she said the word Woolworth. And people remember Woolworth's.
Yes. Woo-woo. I said woo-woo, and it came from Woolworth.
Woo-woo, it came from Woolworth. And I was like, okay, and I laughed, but then it brought memories, because I was kind of in the funk today too. And all of a sudden, all I can remember is telling Allyson, hey, I remember Wet n Wild back in the 80s. I had like the gold lipstick, and she's like, yeah, and I had that blue, nail polish with the glitter. And I said, yeah, Avon. And we just started talking about all the 80s stuff, Wet n Wild and nail polish, Avon, Mary Kay, and how, how I used to put gold lipstick on my freshman year in high school and put all the glitter. Yeah. So it was fun.
Yep.
It really was. So that was our.
And you know what? We thought we were the cats, what? Right? When we got all dolled up and like hot stuff. And now I look back at some of the pictures and go, oh, hot mess.
Really? Oh, I don't. I think it's, I don't know. I guess some, but I think it's just so, I love looking back and seeing all the trends and all the stuff that we did. Whenever I took my hair very serious.
She said she used to do the bake hair. She used to do the Bon Jovi hair.
I took it and it was perfectly crazy, but it was perfect. You'd get up like a whole hour early, do your hair and your makeup. I haven't worn makeup in 30 years.
Yeah.
And it's just so funny. Back in high school, it was like the hair and the but that and it's back again, but in a different way. There was years where makeup wasn't that big of a deal, and now like makeup and brows and lashes and all of it, and it's just like and they don't even need makeup. They've got layers and layers and contouring and all this crazy stuff. I'm like, oh my god, you're lucky if I brush my eyebrows and put on lip balm.
Yes, Kristen. Yep.
Yeah.
We used to do
oh my gosh.
Yes, text it.
Yeah.
80s, text 80s.
Yep.
text messaging, those little triangle football notes.
Remember, we wrote the notes and we would fold them up and you would, do.
Oh yes, 80s. Yes. And you'd share notes with your friends and
Yeah.
Yeah, that's hilarious. I forgot about that. Yes.
Yeah. Hello, Jan. Disappear as in the bed in the Highlands of Scotland under covers with no clothes on. Whoa. What am I missing here?
Disappear as in bed in the Highlands of Scotland under covers.
Sounds like you're having some fun over in Scotland.
Oh gosh, yeah. I remember, getting ready to go, to go out for the evening. Yeah, late 70s, early 80s. And it was, the bathroom was just full of stuff. And of course I smoked. So yeah, you'd have the ashtray on the counter and, doing with the curling iron and the hairspray. Yeah.
I was bad at that. I couldn't do my hair. So I always had just the mousy hair, But I loved makeup. I was actually, one of the things I was thinking about doing was going to school for makeup with the colors. So I was telling Allyson, what gets me excited is going into, cosmetic stores and you see all these colorful palettes of eyeshadow. I just want to buy them, take them home and put them on paper.
Yeah.
Some people do. Some people actually do.
The high pigment that they have now.
Yeah. Yeah, but I used to love doing my makeup, my mother's makeup. If you remember when you used to get the CoverGirls and the Maybellines and stuff back then, they would have like the little booklet and they would tell you put this shade right here, one here. And I used to, that was me.
So
that was all I
could do. The good old days.
Yeah. How's that Billy Joe song? Billy Joe song go? Because the good old days weren't always so good, and tomorrow ain't as bad as it seems. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
But
no,
those were the days.
Yeah.
Hello, Samantha.
There was no, never mind. Go ahead. Go ahead. I was going to say there was so many things that we thought were so important that we put so much value on that now looking back, it's like, oh, what a waste of time. But wisdom comes with age, right?
Or times were simpler then. I'm glad I'm not a teenager right now in these days.
Oh my gosh.
With the texting and the social media. I mean, I was bullied and it was hard to come by really good friends. And so I couldn't imagine what today growing up with these kids. And Miss Carol D says, I remembered the hairspray flashed on fire from my cigarettes. Oh my God.
Oh yeah. Because, you'd be smoking while you're doing it. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Being burned by the curling iron. Oh, shit. That's why I never, I never wanted to.
Yeah.
I was just like,
my mom smoked, so I didn't. I always hated it.
Oh, my mom did too. Yeah.
Couldn't stand it.
I was the only one.
Yeah. One way you want to make sure your kids don't smoke around your kids. They won't.
Yeah.
Well, sometimes.
Not the ones in my family.
No. I can't.
Or when they're really interested and they're that age and they want to, you say, sure, go ahead. I'll buy you the pack. What do you want? Which one? The deal is though, I'll buy it for you. You got to smoke them all, one right after another. And that one I think by the third or fourth one, he was saying, Mom, I'm going to puke. I said, what? This is what smoking is all about. So, mind you, that was, after the days that I had stopped, but
Yeah, Kristen, I was the only one in my family that did it. I thought it was disgusting and it smelled and it made me sick. But after a while, when you live with a parent that does, after a while, you really don't notice it until after I moved out of the house away from my mom. And then when she came back and moved in again, then I realized, oh my God, and so,
Yeah. Oh, I know I can, if I walk into a smoker's house right now, very sensitive to it. I know it right away.
That's why it's hard for me to go to my sisters. Yeah, my sister and her husband, they're constantly, and whenever we would go over there, they would try to open the windows, but it was just kind of like, how did we grow up? I mean, I don't know how I grew up like that, but we do have a theme question for tonight. However, before we get started, Marina had a very exciting experience that Allyson and I are so happy for her and so excited, and we wanted her to share that with everybody. So take it away, Miss Marina.
So yes, yesterday was the first of the month, and I had watched a show with Colleen and Gerald, and they were talking about Imbolc. And one of the things that Gerald had said was, on the first of the month, you blow cinnamon into the house and it brings in abundance, all kinds of abundance. So I put it on my calendar, and yeah, yesterday it was early afternoon, and I thought, oh, that's right. Okay, I have to go do that. So I got my cinnamon, went outside, blew the cinnamon into the house. And as I closed the door behind me, I said, let the abundance come in. I'm ready. And I was just so full of joy when I said it, like, oh, okay, Well, then I'm in front of the computer and I'm getting ready to figure out what Val and I are going to talk about during Messages for Lightworkers. We never discuss anything beforehand. The topic comes up when we're backstage, and we find that her message and my message generally always mesh. So we just leave it that way. Well, I was pulling from a deck, and it was actually the Gateway Activation deck. And I got 3 cards. And I looked at them and I went, okay, I think I know what this means. And I very distinctly heard, open up Word and type this. So I thought, okay, it sounded very commanding. So yeah, better do it. I opened up Word. And then I thought, okay, well, now what? Well, I'll put in the name of the deck and I'll put in the 3 cards. And then what happened? And then my fingers just started to move. And when I was done, there was a profound message that it just incorporated all the 3 cards and all the conversations that we've had recently about certain things, and about technology and being positive. And anyway, it blew me away. So I sat here patiently waiting for Val to come join me so I could tell her. And of course, normally she's early. Yesterday, she was a little late. So I was like, I can't wait to tell you about this. So I explained to her, yeah, this was a channeled message, and I felt like I was vibrating. It was just such a confluence of things coming together, like, say, doing the cinnamon, saying, yeah, I'm ready for the abundance. I'm ready. Whatever you want to throw at me. And it's like, oh, okay. Look out, sister. Here it comes. So yeah, even into today, I'm still kind of half in the air, but I can't wait for the experience to happen again. So
that was wonderful. Now, is it a particular deity or
entity?
Archangel or master or entity that you know of, or is this just maybe higher self?
No, my impression afterwards, and well, one of the cards that had come out was about Atlantean energy. And I was in a QHHT session in November of 2021, because I looked it up last night. And one of the things that came up, because one of my questions was, I can sleep for 10 hours, but I wake up exhausted. I wake up like I've been working all night. What's going on? And yeah, I got the message that I was part of the Council of 13, and they basically what we do is get people ready to have their DNA resequenced and reformatted so that they're able to accept downloads much quicker and without too much it doesn't affect them quite as much when the downloads come in. And that usually we're working one-on-one, but that there are times when it involves a group, and that's what I was doing, was that they were calling on me to help with the group and so on. So I think that's who it was yesterday, was that Council of 13. It just felt like that's what it was. So I'm okay to go with that feeling. But
that's amazing.
Yeah.
I'm just getting the goosebumps you talking about it. You could tell you're just so excited, so happy. And I'm like, really, cinnamon? I cook with it all the time. Where's the abundance come? But I guess I gotta go outside the hallway and blow some of that cinnamon into the house instead of just
blow it into the house.
Yeah.
Yeah. Apparently, it's good for so many wonderful things. So yeah. And thank you, Samantha. If you heard it, thank you, because I just.
Yes, it was.
It was like having the best day of your life times 1,000, and just yeah. So
that's communicating with the divine.
Yeah. Yeah, there was. I think that there was very little of me in there. I didn't.
Right.
I didn't read it and decide, oh no, I don't like this sentence structure, or I don't like this.
You didn't write
that.
it.
Yeah.
So the message felt good, and it was positive, and you felt, safe and protect. That's all that matters.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Exactly. Yeah. So it was, wonderful. Like I said, I can't wait for it to happen again. It's like, I was telling a friend of mine, maybe I should be careful what I wish for.
Well, maybe I should go stand on the hallway, blow that cinnamon, and go, okay, lottery numbers. So everybody go into your hallways and your doors and blow cinnamon in and wish for but I get it. That's amazing.
Not to take away from the cinnamon, because I'm all about and I've worked with different things in this and whatever, but I think it's more about what you said and how open and happy you were in that moment, and you were just open to receive, and you said you were joyous before it even started, and then there it was.
Boom. Yeah, I was open for anything at all that came in. I was not specific. I just said abundance. And, to me, abundance takes form it comes in many, many forms. And it means different things to different people. Spiritual abundance, physical abundance, emotional abundance, financial abundance. It means something different to everyone at any particular moment. So I just, abundance, whatever. So
Miss Tarot D asked, Marina, any lasting physical changes? I'm not sure what that would mean with the
she said she still feels it today.
You still feel it? Okay.
Last night, before Val and I went live, I did go pour myself a cup of coffee, and as I was walking away, I was shaking, I was vibrating, and I thought, okay, I'm going to throw a little bit of Kahlua in there, just to kind of.
We got Kahlua creamer in that.
There you go. Yeah. So, no, it was just that vibrating feeling really excited, but it was anticipation, excitement. So there wasn't anything that I could say, oh yeah, but afterwards I was really tired, or my stomach felt weak. Nothing, just very.
So there's probably been a DNA adjustment.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Just lovely. If it came again 10 minutes from now, I would absolutely welcome it in.
Ooh, you never know.
Hey.
Hey,
And I think your joy and happiness and positive outlook and all of that, and like you said, in that moment, and even the words that you said, you've got to be in the right.
I think so. I think you're right. Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
absolutely.
So cool.
Just yeah. I'm looking forward to it. And of course, just to make sure, you know what? Yeah, on the 1st of March, I'll be doing the same thing. Just repeat the process, right? Look at that pretty kitty.
Yeah.
Don't do that, Mom. Don't put me down.
Well, I let him stay on my lap, but then he takes his nails, and you're not paying enough attention to me, and then Mommy can't have that. No. So, but that's amazing. Thank you, Marina, for sharing that.
You're welcome.
Allyson, did you have anything going on this week that you wanted to share that was exciting or
nothing like that?
I had a little bit of light language come through last night, so that's a start. So who knows? Maybe this is, February 1st in bulk. It's the the lighting of the candles. So so what was the mess? Oh, well, Steve, you're going to have to go back and replay and find out. Remember to hit that like button and comment.
Yes.
Go, right.
And then go over to Heart Center Tarot. You'll see it there. Look for the sisters or Messages for Lightworkers, episode 60. And you could see it as kind of as it happened. Yeah.
Wow. Very cool.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So we today, as everybody knows, it's Groundhog Day, and apparently we're supposed to have an early spring. So yay, if you believe that. But Phil told us, Phil the groundhog told us that we were going to have an early spring, and I just wanted to go through and share my little card for Groundhog Spirit. He's so cute. I had to go and pull that out. So we were playing around with questions backstage for tonight, and I think I got rid of the other one. And I think this is what we're going to do tonight because of it being spring. It's a time of awakening. So tonight's question is going to be, what is awakening in us for the spring? So I thought that would be a nice little bit of a change. Yes, Ms. Tarot D, thank you. Remember to hit the click and like button. So everybody knows, put the big me. And I usually type in me in all caps in the question thing. But if you would like for us to pull some cards for you on that, please let us know.
Absolutely.
And Michelle Marie too from Astrological Tarot has joined us. Hello, my dear.
Hello, Michelle.
Looking forward to being on her channel next month as a guest.
Nice.
And having her hopefully join Allyson and I sometime this spring when time in her schedule allows. Hello, Jesri. Good to see you.
Nice to see
and it's
you.
Weird when I click on everybody's name. Does everybody see the screens kind of flashing in and out, or is that just on my end? Because every time I
yeah. Anytime that you put it up, it'll
it flickers all of a sudden. Does anybody know why StreamYard's doing that? This just started up like a month or so ago, and I'm like, why
really?
Whenever usually people just stay, but when I go in, like let's say I put blessings, Michelle, everyone kind of flickers. I take it up, everybody flickers, and then comes back, and I'm like, why is doing that?
Not here. So
so it must be my end, maybe. Okay, and it should, because I pay for this StreamYard.
I'm just saying a prayer real quick.
Sure. Allyson says her prayers. I say mine before I get going. Is there anything that you would like to say, Marina, as our guest for prayers before we read? Is there anything that you usually?
No, I will generally, I will do a protection prayer for myself, and then just kind of say a little prayer for the reading to, so that I'm guided to deliver the messages in a particular way, and and then that's it. And usually I'll do that before I come on, so that it's done.
Okay, so we are all good. Okay.
Yeah,
so
I do
right
my
now
whole thing at my altar with all my ancestors, my spirit team, and my soul family and all that. But before I actually start reading, I just talk to my cards. I just do. Have I forgotten before? Yeah, a couple times. But
Yeah.
I try to always do it. Whatever deck I'm going to be using.
All righty. So last night, Sharon couldn't get to chat because she got a phone call. So I'm going to skip just through a few. We have 3 starts, so I'm going to go ahead and we're going to start with Sharon. So Sharon, thanks for still hanging out with us. And again, like we tell everybody, when we do these mini readings, a lot of times the messages can all be taken as a general, or for all of us to apply, in our own life. So so tonight's question is, what is awakening in us for the spring? What can we expect to be awakening? So I got you starred, Fatima and Odelia. Of course, the sisters are here. Sisters are doing it for themselves, standing on their own 2 feet and raining on their own bell. Sorry, I just, when the moment moves me, the song comes
That's
through.
right. Yeah, just go with it. Just go with it.
Hi, Beth. So Beth wants to, okay, so I need to shuffle. Heather needs to stop singing and making a fool of herself. JR, did I catch yours? I don't think. Yes, I did, JR. You're in there. Okay, so.
Now, do you ladies have a preference for how many cards you pull, or?
Nope. Right now I have 6 starred. Usually we stop at around 6 or 7 and see how long it takes to get through. So I try not to keep Allyson from getting too late, so that she can, get to her fur babies and her company. So I like to try to keep it at an hour and a half, no later. So
okay, all right, very, very good, very good. Okay.
So when you're ready, let me know and I'll put you where you can share your cards.
Oh, all right. Okay. You're gonna make me big.
Oh, well, if you don't want to be big, I won't make you big.
No, I can show my cards. I have no problem with that. You know what? It's your show. Do what you like. We'll just go along with the, with what's happening. So, yeah, what's awakening for us in the spring? Okay. And who is the first one you said was?
Is Sharon.
Sharon.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Let me get you over. There we go.
Okay.
See, that's nice.
It is nice.
You get to see they're pretty.
Yeah. So, Sharon, you are going to be making some decisions, and you're going to be very creative in how not only you're making those decisions, but it's going to surprise a few people how you're going to come to the conclusions you're going to come to. And I'll tell you here in a sec. So I get the Knight of Pentacles, and he is he's all about stability and whatnot. So it feels like you're trying to organize your life, I guess, is a way to put it. 3 of Wands, you have sent out a lot of good energy. You've got a lot of good feelers out there, a lot of good karma, and you're just waiting for all that good stuff to come back. It's just what are you going to do with it? The 2 of Pentacles. What are you going to pay attention to that is coming in, and what is coming in that you thought you wanted that now in retrospect you're not exactly sure? So you're kind of redefining your thinking. I get the Queen of Wands, one of my favorite cards. This is, you know what you need to do. you're comfortable in the decisions that you're going to be making this spring. You're not too worried with the Eight of Pentacles. You're not too worried financially. And I don't know if you're in a situation that, you've kind of been looking after this for a really long time, but I see you revamping how you're going to go forward. So it feels good. It feels good, and it feels like it is going to. Some people are going to look at it and say, "What? Are you kidding? Why are you doing that?" If it feels good and right to you, then do it. Yeah, that's what I got.
Nice. Are you all set, Allyson?
I am.
So we have a couple of really quick comments I wanted to share with Allyson by our viewers here. Cosmic Orphan, I might think I have to donate a scout cam just so we can see him more and make sure that Scout gets his screen time as well.
Yeah.
He did make a little cameo. She must have caught that. He was turning around trying to get comfy on his blanket. I put a different Afghan out. He was trying to figure out just exactly how to have it.
So let me put her name back on there for you. Her name is Sharon.
Hi, so Bud. Sharon, you've got something, you've got something good here that's going to be coming for you. Maybe this has already started, or you have an idea. But the overall energy here is a beautiful new beginning. This is going to be something of value for you. And this is something that is happening based on some sort of choice or decision that you made in some sort of way, conscious or unconscious. You're moving through a time of healing, and which has brought a lot of things into balance, and it's going to yield just benefit for you. I have the King of Cups clarified by the King of Pentacles here, but I don't think that's another person. I think this is representative of you. It could be somebody. That could be what's coming in. I'm not picking up on that, but there's a strong love of self here that's bringing this healing energy in of the star, and you have everything you need here with the Magician coming into this Two of Pentacles energy. So overall energies, Ace of Pentacles, and clarify as Two of Swords. So it looks really good. And I'm using the Hush Tarot. This is the most beautiful deck, especially for a springtime type reading. All of these bird images, lots of new life popping up. But anyways, that's what I got for you. Looks really good.
Those are lovely cards. I might have to get that deck one day.
I love the Hush Tarot. It's so gorgeous. Look at, and at the bottom of the deck here, but I had already shuffled it. This isn't your card, but look at how cute that crow is. And then this kitten.
Oh, my goodness.
It's just adorable. It's a beautiful deck. This is the Hush Tarot by, I think it's Jeremy Hush, Hush.
Okay. Beautiful. We've had a few people pop in. I haven't seen any responses from Sharon yet.
I'm just going to fill my water, you guys.
Okay. Right. Earl Rule has joined us. Hello,
hello, Earl.
And I'm not sure if we said hi. There's Beth is here. Yes. And Book Bewitched. She said she didn't get her notification. So, but you're here. So it's good to see you. Thank you.
Yes.
And so let me put myself over, and I hope Sharon's still here. So Sharon, I got the sisterhood. Speaking of saying the sisterhood just in the beginning, I got the sisterhood of reciprocity. And of course, beautiful time for spring dancing. And what these women are doing is a long time tradition our ancestors used to do. And that was during the spring, going out, dancing, celebrating the rebirth of the earth, of Mother Nature, and just enjoying the fruits of the earth, her bounty that she gave to us. And so this card, the first line right out of this deck is tend to your partnerships. So this spring, tending more to personal partnerships. This could be even very well with yourself. This could be a time to review or negotiate business, romance, friendship, or nurture the very partnership you have with your own soul. So I really want to focus on that. This is about reconnecting with your soul, making sure that what you do is nourishing your soul, that you are making sure that you are taking care of your body, that you are taking advantage of the gifts that the Earth Mother gives us. I can hear there's no thriving without her good graces for food, water, shelter, beauty. So the reciprocity, making sure that you give thanks for everything that we have. It's basically a card of gratitude as well, and being able to make sure that the reciprocity between what you give to others is equal value to what they're giving you, making sure that you're not overextending yourself, and by that doing, giving so much that you're not taking care of your own needs. So here it says here, a witch carries this practice forward, knowing that all parts of her life are interdependent with the elements, creatures, and plants of the earth, the same way that her healthy psyche relies on all parts working together. She must balance her genius with her shadow. So again, with the shadow, today is Groundhog Day, and it's all about, did Mr. Phil see his shadow? If he did, then we're going to supposedly have an earlier spring. So not being afraid to look to see our shadow, to see what's within it, and knowing that what we see is a part of who we are and how we can move forward and not be afraid of that. And also here it says to take stock of where you are entwined in healthy partnership. So again, just reiterating, making sure that your relationships, your give and take is healthy, as long as well as with yourself and with your connection to the earth. And the last card that I had is the Psyche card. And just real quick, like the other card just said, connecting with your psyche. And this is about change, growth, moving forward, and the beautiful butterflies. She holds them in her hands. All the forms of transformation are right there in her hands. She can look down. It's there for the taking. So that's what I have for you. And did I see? Okay,
yes,
so
she did respond.
Okay.
Yeah.
So hopefully those cards were able to give you an answer that you were looking for. I really don't do health readings. I'm not a doctor, but hopefully that will help give you some insight into your question. So just popping in, saying yes, he did. He saw. Yep. So let's see. Rose Blue has joined us.
Yep.
And okay, thanks, Rose Blue. Thank you for being here. So
Absolutely.
let's see. So, all righty. Let me get back to the list. And next up is JR.
Perfect.
Let's see. Am I going to use the same deck?
JR. What is awakening JR?
I think I'm going to use my Clarity Tarot too, Marina.
Alrighty then.
Join you.
Perfect. I'm really enjoying using this deck.
I like the colors. The colors on the cards are very vibrant, and I love that gold detailing. On the side. And for people who don't know, the Clarity Tarot is a deck created by fellow reader Deborah Zakal. She has a channel. She's been a guest on my channels, on with others. And this is how I got the deck, was I won it through Deborah and Marina one night. I'm like, oh, I'll throw my name in. I don't win anything. A few minutes later, I say good night. They're like, oh, there you won. I'm like, what?
So, yeah. And you're right, Aspasia. It really does. It shuffles like a dream. Totally.
Just clicking up for JR.
Okay.
And I'm just going to have put you in the big seat. Sure.
JR. Okay. So you're what's coming up for you is that a need to put some boundaries up around your spending. And I know this is one of those that's a little tough for me as well, is, you know, I think budget is a horrible word, but it's time to take a look at where your money is going and deciding what things you can let go of. Okay. So I got the 6 of Pentacles and I got the Queen of Cups. So it's almost like you feel a little entitled that you should be able to have all the things that you want, and you should, I mean, I think that we need to give into ourselves, just not at the expense of other things. So what I would encourage you to do is be very creative about how it is that you're going to how are you going to take care of yourself and your sort of soul needs with just a little less money, because finances could be a little bit of a challenge, but it's not something that you can't adjust. So what the cards are telling me is just to tell you to just adjust your spending. I get the 7 of Pentacles as well, in terms of putting, looking at what you've done, and the 8 of Cups, the sort of look to see where your money is going and decide which of these cups you're not willing to spend money on anymore. And I think once you do, you'll find that you'll actually end up in a much better financial situation. So hopefully that resonates with you.
All right. Thank you, Marina. And JR said, whoa, that's so true. I was literally thinking that right now. It's like you're psychic, Marina. It's
I
like
know.
you're tapped in or something. All right.
It's crazy. Yeah.
Yeah. And over to Allyson.
All right. Hi, JR. You went through something, unless this is to come. I feel like some of this has already happened, and then we're moving into this change coming into the spring, or maybe it's all about to happen. That part I'm not sure of, but there is something here significant that happened that really, shook your world, so to speak. The Tower, right? In tarot talk, which again, as you've all probably heard me say, can be so dramatic, but in spite of that, I think you've held on to your joy or your happiness, or just, maintaining a happy face to some degree anyhow, with the 3 of Cups, or finding a reason to celebrate in spite of all that, which is a beautiful way to be. There's other ways you could interpret that as well, but that is what I'm feeling this means. Anyways, that is significant. And out of love or care or healing for yourself, you're still just moving forward. And I think you've made some sort of decision to commit to yourself regarding whatever this was that happened. So it's kind of like a dual, like experiencing what happened, but yet not allowing yourself to spiral into some bad energy, negative thought pattern type of thing, is how I'm going to take that. Almost like having compassion for yourself for something that occurred, but also loving yourself, caring for yourself, to not have like negative self-talk and doubt and all that kind of stuff that can happen. You've got a lot of choices coming up. There's going to be a lot of options with something, and it's being clarified by the Page of Pentacles. So this is like, a new beginning towards something of substance or value. It could be money. But Page of Pentacles. But anyways, I have the Tower here with the 3 of Cups, the Star, clarifying the 9 of Wands, and the Lovers with the King of Cups. And I feel very much like this is you, as I already explained the reading, and the overall energy, the 7 of Cups clarified by the Page of Pentacles. So in spite of whatever happened, it does look like the sun is shining. So good luck.
Nice. And we've had some people coming in. Rose Blue had to leave, so thank you, Rose Blue.
Thanks for being here, Rose.
And we had someone else join us really quick. Shannon, I put you on the list, but I don't know if we will have time, my dear. We already have a list, but we'll see. You're on. We'll see if we can get to you. And JR said a friend of mine passed away last year. I vowed to change my life and take care of myself. Yeah, I do remember you saying that you lost someone last year. So
I'm sorry to hear that, but yeah, that makes perfect sense with the cards.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So JR, first card that I got for you is the Tower. And on the bottom of that was the Justice card. So without looking at either love or money, first off, it's just like, of course, here's that Tower moment. And it feels like this is where this is going. You had that Tower moment where things just fell apart and you needed to rebuild. And you said you're rebuilding your life and you're taking better care of yourself. The Justice card also balance, having the balance to be able to do that. When it comes to, the finances, I do see what, Marina was mentioning, attachment to wealth and status. That had to change. The Tower, when the Tower moment happened, it kind of it looked like a lot of things, not just, emotionally going in your life, but, with finances as well. I did get the next card I got was the Chariot, and it's about not rushing in under the money. But for me, and love, self-care. This is what really stood out to me was the self-care. Because when it comes to love, we really can't have true love in our lives from with another person or persons with our friendships or intimate if we don't love ourselves. So right now that card is like taking reins. This is what you're doing. You had the Tower moment. You're starting to take balance. You're looking at your life, balancing everything out that's in it. And now you're moving forward. This is like 3 major arcana cards in here for you. So taking the reins, taking control of your life. I did get next, like Marina did, I got the 8 of Cups. And that's, moving on, cutting losses in all realms, whether financials or with love or certain relationships. You just got to walk away from things that are not healthy, that are not good for you, whether this be food, drink, spending, gambling, financial endeavors, but whatever no longer serves you, like she's doing right there, she's just throwing that cup down. That's it.
Yep.
I've had enough. I'm moving on. I'm walking away. And the last card that I did get was the Page of Cups. And for me, the Page of Cups is very tender in this deck. It's called Timid Love. For me, this just feels like tapping into your creative self. The Page of Cups is like a in some decks, it's like a visionary. They're very artistic. They're very creative. They want to explore that emotional bond that they have with creativity. And with money, it says a new creative adventure. So you may be looking into starting a new project, art, something exploring your creative side, getting in there, and even maybe finding creative ways of exploring who you are through the arts, through any type of crafts. There's so many things out there now that we can use as a tool for meditation, mindfulness, and guides into ourselves. So I won't make this too long, but those are my cards for you. I hope they resonated. And let's see, did we have any other comments? Hello, Marbie. Thank you for being here. Earl, I can add you to the list, but I don't know if we will have time, my friend, but we'll see. Let me please, Marbie, the same. I don't know if we will have time, but and Earl, I'm so sorry you lost your auntie this past week. So you know what, I don't think I've really ever read for Earl. So I think I'm just going to make this one exception. If we can maybe pull cards for Earl. Allyson, well, I mean, what is awakening for us in the spring could very well connect, Earl, with your loss. So let's go ahead and do Earl, because I want to be able to get to people who typically don't visit my channel and don't get a chance to get a reading from Allyson and I on a Friday night. So
there you go.
Yeah.
There you go. Okay.
Again, Earl, I'm so sorry. Back in 2001 or 2002 in February, I lost my auntie Donna, and it was devastating for me, and I wasn't even in the state anymore where, she was. And so,
Yeah.
Yeah, so my heart goes out to you. I know how hard it is, to lose, especially February, is a rough month for my family with losses. So sending you much love, my friend.
Yeah.
And I'm going to put Marina right there because I know she's going to get something first.
I think I'm sort of tuning into to her energy. Very, very kind of prim and proper lady who is very high on manners, and watching your manners and so on. That's how she was on the outside, but once you got to know her, she was a little stinker on the inside. She really liked to kind of poke people to gauge their reaction. And what she is saying is, there's so many people up here. Like, you're not going to believe who's up here with me. She's very impressed by some of the people that are around her. And yeah, but she's at the point, this is all still fairly new to her. She's getting to kind of learn her way around. So, she's saying, don't worry about me. I'm okay. Like, you're not going to believe who's up here. And so, yeah, she's still very, very excited about being on the other side. She's also saying that whatever was wrong with her hip is no longer bothering her, because she's showing me that, she's dancing, and it's like, she's almost doing the hula hoop or whatever. So whatever was bothering her with her hips is no longer bothering her. Yeah, 10 of Wands. She's very glad to have let go of this burden. And it was just a little too much for her. So she was very, very glad to have it kind of done and over with. Yeah, she's telling you as well to find the truth for yourself. Don't, whatever you might hear, and you might hear things that will give you cause for concern, particularly in terms of, what she thought, what she wanted. She's saying, just use your own intuition and remember the way that I was. And when someone tells you something that doesn't sound like it's something that I would do, then just don't go along with them. You know what I would want. And yeah, she's making plans on the other side. She's enjoying herself. I know that it's hard for those of us that are left behind, but for those souls that go to the other side, they're fine. They're okay. She's not having those arguments anymore. She doesn't feel like she needs to protect her position or whatnot. She's very much happy on the other side. And yeah, don't let anyone talk you into, well, what she really meant to say when she did blah, blah, blah. You know what she meant, and she knows you know what she meant. So yeah, that's what I got.
Wow, beautiful. And hello, Martha Bean. Hello, Wayne. Good to see you. And she had surgery last year. And that I think there was another comment before but I think you might have seen it. Just saying, yes, very true, agreeing with you. She had surgery last year, so yeah.
Yes. Yeah, that's the way she would.
It makes sense too with my cards. Yes.
Thank you, Earl.
So Thank you, Marina. And she says that's the way she would want that spot on. Okay,
Yeah,
just
she
want
would
to add
work.
that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hi, Earl. I read on you with the general question, and there is a woman here. I don't know if who this woman is, and it could just be an energy. But the reading that I got for you, I don't think this is. I think this is somebody else in your life, but there's something here that you had very much invested in that you are walking away from emotionally, or that you will be, or that's where the energies are right now that you will be, because we're looking at this as what's coming up in this next part of the year. Again, I don't know who this is, but this is something that that you've tried to temperance. You've tried to balance things out. You've tried to,
Yes.
Find level ground, all of that sort of thing. And I think this might have been after some sort of communication or possibly information. I have the Queen of Wands here. Could be a fire sign, or somebody has strong fire placement, or they just appear that way. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This person, the clarification on this is the 8 of Swords, and the Devil is here as well. So this could be something that kept you very much up in your head, or there was very much of like a mental prison type thing with this relationship. The Devil's here, oh so dramatic. Tarot, this is also like the cutest devil card ever.
Yes.
But this could be like, toxic behaviors, arguing, bickering. It could be lying. It could be, addictions, whether big or small. It can be a lot of different things. But that's clarifying whoever this queen is. I have the 4 of Wands here, which is usually a rather celebratory card. Reading this spread the way that it is, though, I feel like it's more like a commitment card or like a home card. And in that home, I have what I think is probably the same queen, but here she's showing up as the Queen of Pentacles. And then I have the Emperor, which I believe would be yourself. There's several different ways I could read this. If I threw a bunch of clarifiers, I could probably get something a little bit clearer out of here. But the whole bottom line is that I see you emotionally walking away from something. And this isn't necessarily a bad thing. And this is something that you had invested in some sort of way. It's something that you had tried to balance out, given some sort of truth or knowledge that you had. I mean, you could possibly apply this to, I think you said it was your aunt, possibly, and having this person heavily on your mind with the Queen of Wands and it being very upsetting, possibly devil energy. I mean, there is a way I could kind of lean it towards that. I just don't feel like that's necessarily what this is. And then, and the 4 of Wands is a homecoming, and I have read this as, crossing over, but I don't traditionally read it that way. But I have the Queen of Pentacles with the Emperor here. I feel like this is you with the Emperor. But again, regardless, the whole point, the overall energy is making the decision to walk away from something after having really invested in it. So whatever that is. So that's what I have for you. There is the energy here. Like I said, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. I also have Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn with both of these queens. The Emperor is Aries again. And the Devil's here, which is Capricorn. So I hope that was helpful in some sort of way. That's what I got.
All right. So I wanted to share what he's been putting up. Yes, long-distance relationship. I am making a fresh start this year and moving to North Carolina. And yes, and he just repeated, yes, he is making changes. So,
Yep.
Thank you, Earl, for sharing. It helps validate. And also, really quick, Marbie says, Allyson, you look beautiful with that color.
Oh, thank you. I never wear red.
Oh,
Thank
you
you.
should.
The lady in red tonight.
It's my least favorite color, which is weird because I'm an Aries, but thank you. Thank you. Nice to hear.
So Earl, I was listening to Marina. I'm looking at my cards going, yes, but and then with Allyson, it was just like, So yeah. So first of all, I do feel like this card here, it's interesting because it feels like your aunt. Okay, this is how it's coming through to me now. So you are going through a lot with this relationship that didn't work out. I did get the High Priestess and I did get the Star. And for me, this feels like this could be your aunt coming through and saying, listen to your own intuition. She was very intuitive herself. And the Star is about having hope for the future. And I end up pulling from another deck too, and it says a giving heart develops self-love. So you're going through a lot right now with this relationship not working out, having lost your aunt, making sure that you really tend to who you are. Again, with the self-love has to come first before really anybody else can love us. And when we have to move away from somebody or something that doesn't work out, it does detract from us, making us think, what did I do? Was it me? It had to be me. So we have to kind of rewire our thinking there, take a step back. I did get the Chariot again, and that's, moving forward. I did get the Eight of Cups again, also walking away, leaving things behind. And for me too, this also could feel like also a message. This feels like a layered reading for you from your aunt and with what's going on. So it may very well be her saying, this is me now, the Chariot. I have free motion. I can go and move wherever I please. And the Eight of Cups, I've left the earthly body behind and everything that was not making me well. And I'm on the other side. But this too really feels like also, again, what Allyson was tapping on, because I did get the Devil card as well. So this was a relationship that was not healthy. It was not good for you. I don't know if money had been exchanged. Some people long distance, oh, help me. People will send money. You kind of like the whole catfishing kind of game and things. It's just really sad nowadays. But whatever it is, this wasn't unhealthy. That's what the Devil's pretty much about. Things that are unhealthy, things that we are bound to, things that bring us down, that kind of like addiction to thought, foods, substances, people, situations, even self-talk as well. And I did get the Five of Wands also. So there was a lot of turmoil, a lot of bickering, a lot of fighting. I also got the Seven of Cups. So there was kind of like this fantasy of, this is who, I can look at this both ways for your aunt, saying, I let go of the bondage that was holding me on this earth. I had all these earthly struggles that I'm no longer dealing with because I walked away. And the Seven of Cups, I have all these beautiful options now on the other side. But this is also, I feel, reflecting, this was kind of like a daydream. This was like an illusion that was played out before you. So the really most important cards that I'm being drawn to is, from now on, really listen to your intuition, listen to your higher priestess, your higher knowing. Your aunt is like, you can tap into me. I'm your guide, one of your guides now. I'm over there. I'm looking over you. Have faith in the future. Have faith in yourself, and tend to your heart. You have a giving heart. Heal that. Take good care of it, and just be more aware moving forward when people present themselves to you. Make sure that you listen to that gut moving forward. And that's where I'll just end it there.
And just on a last note, as Heather was talking, and even as Allyson was talking, I heard your aunt come in very clearly, and she just kind of whispered, I never did like that girl.
Oh.
So let it go. I think she was maybe supportive, because she didn't want to be the one to raise conflict, but she never liked her. So
it was all emotional. Okay.
Earl, I'm curious, what sign is your now ex, her sun sign? I'm just curious. if
Allison's
she's
an astrology girl. She likes to know the
well,
sign.
kind of, not really, but yeah, kind of. I'm just curious if she's represented here or not. It's probably personality, but it could be her sign. I'm just curious if she's a fire sign or an earth sign.
Okay, so let me just unstar a few of these comments and people we have read for. And let me take Earl off. We read for Earl. And we are at 9:10. Let me take Sharon off. And we did read for JR. Okay, so we're doing good. Let's see, people I haven't read for before. Shannon. I'm going to go ahead and have Shannon go next. Hello, Shannon. Welcome to the channel. I think her birthday was February 12th, so she's an Aquarius. It's if it's
she's the air sign. Okay.
And if it's his ex-wife, it's August 8th. A Leo. My mom was a Leo, so yeah.
Oh, Leo. Wait.
What?
Wait. Who? Wait.
Okay.
His aunt was Aquarius.
No, the girl that he just ended that relationship with, that was February 12th. But he does also have an ex-wife. He's not sure that you're picking up on, and she was the 8th of August. So he's just throwing out women in the relationships that, you know, their birth dates. So,
right. I don't think the ex-wife is showing up here. No. But okay, thank you.
All righty. And Shannon is here. Hello, Shannon.
I do have a fire sign.
And she's September 14th. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's so weird. I keep thinking it's Aquarius. It says the word aqua. It shows someone holding a vase pouring water, but it's an air sign. I always get confused with that. That makes no sense to me.
Yeah.
I love astrology. You're welcome, Earl. Much love to you, my dear.
Yes. And now we're reading for Shannon.
Yes.
Okay. Whoa, what's coming up for Shannon? Oh.
Ooh, first time this card's come up.
Okay.
Let me go ahead and put.
All right. Shannon, you are making some big changes and you're making them quickly. This is going to be an end for some things that are going on in your life. And I think it's taken you a little while to realize that it's okay to put yourself first. I think you've spent a good deal of time putting the needs of everyone else ahead of your own. And this is like a real realization where you have said, enough. That's it. I'm done. From here on in, this is what I'm concentrating on. I'm concentrating on me. I'm concentrating on my truth. And I'm concentrating on revamping my life. So I got the Chariot, which tells me, yeah, decisions are coming in, choices are being made, but decisions are coming in quickly. I then got the Death card, and the Death card doesn't necessarily mean a physical death. It's just it's the end of something that no longer serves you, whatever that might be, whether it's a relationship, whether it's a job, a hobby, whatever has been weighing on you and it no longer serves. You're done with it. You've made up your mind, or you're making up your mind that you're going to be done with it. You want to see yourself as sort of as the star in your own life. You want to see yourself as your own hero. You don't need someone else to save you. You can save yourself. You have that capability. And, you know, this is kind of this card is more like drawing attention to yourself and saying, yeah, you know what? I'm victorious. I'm going to do the things that I need to do. I get the Queen of Swords, and she is just the truth, man. Not, give me the facts. She's not interested in having a lot of, or the Queen of Swords. Yeah, she's not interested in having a lot of flowery language. What happened? I want to know what happened, who was there, what was said, that kind of thing. So you're done with the game playing and all that kind of stuff. And I get the Wheel of Fortune. You're moving things along. You have decided that you're not doing things the way that you used to do them, and you're looking after you first, and good for you. I think that, yeah, that is exactly what you need to do if that's what it feels like. So that's what I got.
Thank you, Marina. And really quick, hello, Celtic Seer. Good to see you. Welcome, welcome. And give it over to Allyson.
Hi, Shannon. You've got something really good coming in, some sort of new beginning, Ace of Pentacles. This could be a new job. It could be just something that's a lot of value to you. Clarified by the Three of Cups. I feel like this is your happiness. This is for you. This could also be something you've worked hard for. I don't know. But Ace of Pentacles, the overall energy is really nice. I think that it's possible that you're a little battle weary from something that you went through in your personal life. I have the Nine of Cups here, clarified by the Nine of Wands. I have you in this Queen of Swords energy right now, clarified by the Five of Pentacles. So this is a completely like emotionally speaking, maybe it could be work related. I don't know. But usually for me, the Knight of Cups is a romantic or a love type scenario. It doesn't have to be, but yeah. It could even be somebody younger than you, but not necessarily. But Queen of Swords clarified by the Five of Pentacles. So this is you very much standing strong, being very much in your head, thinking about things, doing what's logical, doing what's right. Not messing around, walking away from other stuff, not really dealing. Queen of Swords, just the facts, just dealing with the money and, what's important, very logical, not getting caught up in emotion and love and all that kind of stuff. I kind of wish I'd done a 5-card spread on this because I'm curious to see more here. But the outcome is the Eight of Pentacles. This is working on your work more. It's more, type that same type of stuff, clarified by Temperance. So coming into balance, you're going to work on you. Overall energy is the Ace of Pentacles. So that's what I see, but you have something good coming in. This absolutely could be work related. This could be something that you love that's work related, or something that you have really invested in for you and it's coming to fruition. This can also be, having a good time with a group of people. It could even be, people that you work with. Doesn't matter really. It's joyous, it's supportive, it's positive. You went through something, you're working through that. Your mind is on your money and what's important and value and all that kind of stuff. That's how I'm seeing this. And, coming into balance and taking care of you. That's what I got.
All righty. Thank you, Allyson. So again, okay, let me see. Who are we? Now it's my turn. Who are we reading for?
Shannon Hutchinson.
I can't forget that's what my Shannon's name was originally until they shortened it to Shan. So Shannon, for the first time in this deck, I pulled out one of my least favorite cards, and it's because I don't like snakes, but it is called the Devouring Mother, and she's not very pleasant. And the Devouring Mother in this deck is all about people in our lives who have tried to diminish us, who have tried to rob us of our joy, telling us that we are never good enough. Our gifts, our talents are never good enough. This could be a parent, a school teacher. I had one of those, including a parent as well. And so what happens is they make us feel like our voices have no meaning. We have no say, that we feel very little, anything confident or good about ourselves. It's just them demeaning us to make them feel better for what apparently whatever they have been through. Um, and this really, because of our ego naturally being in that natural state, that helps feed that. It's devouring. It's kind of like with the snake. It kind of slithers into our brains, and people's thoughts and words and actions about us get in there, and then affects our own, and then it becomes a part of who we are. We bring that in. We take that. We take that as a part of ourselves. It says here, she's also the part of the psyche that threatens you'll never have enough. That scarcity, money, time, family, you'll never be loved. You won't have good health. It's just that, like that. It's insidious. It's that consistent, not enough, the paranoia, just not feeling like there's basically, how do I want to phrase this properly? It's like, what is the purpose of life? What am I here for when I get this overwhelmed with these emotions and feelings and people that come into our life? And it says here, a witch knows the only way to defeat the devouring mother, and the word witch in this deck is a woman in total control of herself. Knows the only way to defeat the devouring mother is to turn her stare back on herself. When we gaze at ourselves through the lens of original innocence, holding to the truth that we can do, be, or have anything that we want, we turn her paralytic gaze back on her. So this is how we heal the traumas. We seek out support groups, therapy, counselors, and anything that helps us help build us back up, emotionally, mentally, physically, spiritually. And the other card at the bottom that fits right in is the ritual card, the disciple of ritual. And ritual is doing anything that is ritual that helps you. So moving forward, the spring, letting go of this, looking forward and saying, okay, I'm going to start creating a natural ritual for myself. Whether that's when you get up in the morning, sitting there meditating with your first cup of coffee, going outside, watching the sun come up, lighting the candle, saying a prayer, whoever your higher power is, who your spirit guides are, whatever you do, that is a spiritual ritual to help you get grounded and centered in yourself. And this is where the creativity comes in. It could be something like, again, simple as sitting with a cup of coffee. It could be, getting a journaling first thing in the morning. Whenever these emotions come up, having good coping skills, calling a friend, pulling out a coloring book, giving your fur baby a big hug, having them in your lap, different ways of creating a ritual that brings you out of that state of mind, that emotional place, that stagnation and that fear. And I could go on about this, but I'll stop. But yes, time to leave that behind. I've been there. I've had a parent like this. I've had teachers like this, and other people who are my friends that are like this. It's tough. It's hard, but you are more than that. You're above and beyond, and look at that beautiful light coming through. When we honor and acknowledge ourselves through our personal rituals, it shows what beautiful light that we have coming through us. So I hope that helps, my dear. Okay, were there any, just looking back, Shannon is the longest river in the British Isles. Yes, thank you. Okay, so we are at 9:23. I think we have time for one more reading. And I'm looking at our list when we may not read for regularly. And I think we're going to go ahead with Marbie, because we don't get to read for Marbie too often. So Kristen, Fatima, Odelia, Beth, we couldn't get to delays this evening, but thank you for hanging out with us. And as you all know, a lot of these readings all resonate for all of us on some level. So thank you again for everybody for being here. Marina and Allyson's channels are in the link where you can reach them, including their, if there's any, if you feel moved to donate, those links are in there as well. So Marbie will be our last reading. And let me just say thank you, ladies. This hit home. This is exactly what I needed to hear. Good.
Perfect.
Thank you.
Thank you, Shannon.
Everything resonates. Thank you so much. You are welcome, my dear. So I'm just going to put Marina into the
my spirit, my soul family. Marbie, thank you so much. Marbie Gangoro. Marbie Gangoro. Marbie Gangoro.
She doesn't know she's not muted.
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't really listen
Marbie.
to you guys. I know. And I just, anyway, sorry. I'm muting now.
It's okay. Alrighty. Okay.
Okay.
This is really, really funny, but I think that this 8 of Cups has come up how many times tonight? And
3 or 4.
Marbie, it's in the middle of your of the spread that I pulled for you. So it's something, walking away. Okay. Whatever you have been doing, sort of like with, especially at home and whatnot, things that you do without really even thinking about them, all of a sudden you're starting to think about them and you're thinking, wait a minute, how come I'm the one that's doing all the work? How come whenever something needs to be done, fixed, when I'm the one that's doing it? And if I don't do it, everyone else just kind of sits back and looks at me like, well, are you? So you're starting to realize that, the people that you're dealing with aren't exactly dealing with you fairly, for lack of a better word. There is no reciprocity there. There isn't any kind of a sharing of anything. It's the responsibility is being put on you. So what it is that you're, what's coming up for you in the spring is you're going to be doing some, let's say, housekeeping, okay? Where you're deciding with the 4 of Cups, you're deciding what you will and will not tolerate. And you've had this conversation with people before, but you've always kind of given in, because what you want is, you want people to be happy. You don't want to be the kind of mean one in the relationship, or the one that puts down the rules. But it's sometimes you got to put your foot down. So you're looking at what you need to let go. And again, with the 8 of Cups, you're going to be making some changes and saying, I'm not doing this anymore. I'm kind of 9 of Wands. I'm kind of tired of working for everybody else. Like, maybe it's time for me to work for myself. Maybe it's time for me to look at taking care of myself the way that I need to. And I also get the 9 of Pentacles. So I've got 3 nines here. The 9 of Cups, the 9 of Wands, the 9 of Pentacles. Okay. This is a completion. This is something that you're putting an end to things. And I think you're going to be much happier when you move forward, knowing that, there's things are going to be done differently. And I think you're looking forward to that. So that's what I'm getting.
All righty. Thank you. And I'm just going to go really quick. Allison's taking a break. So Marbie, I got again the Disciple of Ritual. And so coming into the spring, you're going to be, or it's recommended, or look into, again, with this card here, it's about connecting with nature. I'm not sure what your spiritual beliefs or practices are, but again, getting out into nature, doing a personal ritual for yourself, whether it's even this time bubble baths with candles and incense and putting special sachet. I don't know where this is coming from, Marbie. I know this is something you already enjoy doing, but I'm saying, the sachets with the herbs being put into the water, soaking, letting that purifying cleanse. And when the water goes down, letting all that negativity and energy just flow down the drain. Ritual of maybe getting up in the morning again, welcoming the sun. It could be, saying goodbye to the sun as well and welcoming the moon. Something to do with beautiful personal rituals that we do for ourselves that have meaning. Sitting in front of our altar, again, lighting a candle, talking to our ancestors. I have a picture of my grandma here and I talk to her. Whatever brings you that sense of peace that gets you rooted and connected back into the cycles of Mother Earth, especially now with the spring coming. We're going to be able to go outside more, get our feet on the ground, reconnect to the natural energy that we're not meant to be separated from, connecting, grounding, getting your feet into the earth and just feeling that energy coming through. And the card I have that you're going to be needing to leave behind to go into spring in this way is the failures muse. And this is where we get into our mind that we are afraid of failure, afraid of trying something new. I don't know if there's something that you've been having in the back of your mind that you want to try and do moving forward, something that may have to involve some sort of type of ritual. And that doesn't have to mean ritual like incense, incantations, but just a ritual of getting up, maybe even just going out, meeting people, having coffee, going and sitting in the park, whatever that might be, or a project. But there's some sort of this card represents the fear. In the card itself, the wolves are representing, the scary, wolves that howl and scare us. But for me, the wolves are such in tune creatures. They're loving, they're family oriented. The males and the females mate for life. There is a loyalty, there is a bond, there is a protection. And when you get to howl with a wolf, I've been blessed to be able to do that. I've been able to howl with a pack of wolves. And it's just an incredible feeling, nothing to do with fear or anything. Get out there, let loose. That could be maybe a ritual, going out if you can and just doing a howl, even loud or low, reconnecting with yourself, not being afraid of failing, not being afraid of, taking the risks. There's something that you really want to do and just moving forward instead of, seeing this card as the wolves at your sides causing you fear. Let them be your guides. This may even be a spirit guide too. I don't know if you've ever connected with wolf or wolf spirit. They says here, their growls may be scary. Let their growls, their howls charge you, revive you, invigorate you, get you in touch with that inner animal energy. Connecting again with the nature, singing your song, saying what you want to say, speaking what you want to speak, and not being afraid of failure. It says here, when we embrace it, we tame it at the same time. So that's what I have for you, Marbie. I'm going to give you over to Allyson. I hope that helped.
And I'm sorry, I had to get up for just a second, and
That's
then
okay.
you had already gone. Marbie, I don't know if this is, I feel like this is partly something that's already happened, and then maybe you're moving through this or whatever, but hopefully it's not all upcoming. But there's, something was very much a burden, something. And it's probably one of those things maybe you didn't tell a lot of people about. So I don't know if this was personal about yourself or if it was family or with a partner or what, but it looks like you've moved out of that, or you transitioned, your life has moved along from whatever that was. And you're now reflecting a bit, or things are in a better place. Nine of Pentacles. So you're, taking stock of what you do have, where things are now. Thank God I'm not in where I was, and things are better now. And you're able to live more in a truthful way. Not that it wasn't truthful before, but like there's not really anything to, moon energy. There's nothing to like not talk about or not want to reveal or whatever. The overall energy is the 10 of Cups, which is A lot of people read that as the family card. I just read it as happiness. Yes, it can be a family card, but I do believe that's the overall energy here. But the clarifier was that there was a tower in the chair, and the chariot is there as well. And the 8 of Swords. So those were the clarifiers. So it's like those things happened, but here you are now in this energy. This is the 10 of Cups in this deck. But yeah, 10 of Wands, you know, there was something, I don't know what this was, clarified by the moon here. But here you are now, you know, 9 of Pentacles, clarified by the Page of Swords. I have King of Pentacles here, but I think this is you. I think this is your energy you're taking care of. And again, you're coming up as the 9 of Pentacles. So it's, you know, you're secure, I believe, anyhow, from judging from these cards. And Knight of Swords is, sometimes I read it as a knight, but usually just as an energy, right? And it's about going forward with confidence and stamina and truth and doing what needs to be done. And prior to that, we had this Devil energy, which came to an end with the World, right? So, and maybe this is just recently wrapped up. I hope this isn't something that you're moving into. But this looks great. This looks really good for you. Whatever was not so hot is definitely in the rearview mirror. And this overall energy for you is the 10 of Cups. That's what I got.
Nice. Oh, you're muted.
I did the mute. I did the Allyson.
I didn't do it tonight either. I don't think.
What?
Did I?
No, you just
No, but I did.
reversed.
I was talking and not muted though. That's new.
Yeah, we reversed.
That's all right.
So everybody, we had a nice group tonight. Thank you everyone for hanging with us. And again, thank you everybody who we couldn't get questions for, but thank you for asking them, for wanting for us to read for you. That works. My brother told me we're sick. Oh, well, Linda, I hope your brother gets better.
Yeah.
And before we go, Miss Marina, what you got coming up this weekend?
Well, not a whole lot this weekend. I'm actually kind of taking it easy. I'd like to have at least one day, either Saturday or Sunday, that is mine to do with whatever I want, that I don't have anything scheduled. So not a whole lot happening. I will be on Tuesday. I'm doing a show with Allyson. She's coming on the channel.
Oh,
so
nice.
Looking forward to that. And also doing a show with Michelle Astrological Tarot on Tuesday as well. So
busy.
Yeah, if anyone wants to know what I'm up to, just go over to my channel, look under the community tab. Well, usually Saturday or Sunday, I'll usually post what I'm up to every day and what shows I'm either doing or on. And then you can decide ahead of time. It's kind of like looking at the old TV guide, remember?
Oh my goodness, yes.
Yeah, or you could say, oh, okay, well, I'll be sure to tune into this, and oh, I don't want to see that, and whatever. But yeah, looking forward to reading with Allyson on Tuesday and with Michelle on Tuesday as well.
Yay.
Very nice. And what about you, Allyson? You got any videos you're going to release this weekend?
I don't know. I'm probably, if I get a chance on Sunday, I'm not going to be doing anything. I've got a very busy day tomorrow. Monday I have caffeinated and unfiltered, I believe. And then Tuesday with Marina, and then of course with you on Friday.
All righty. And Sunday, Jeff and I are back for our poetry, where we share our poetry and we do tarot. And this week we're going to actually have a guest, and that's Kaylee, who we all know as Fogo Pogo. She is an artist, she's a writer, and she is going to be our guest this Sunday at 8 o'clock. So totally looking forward to that. And my regular show that I absolutely love, Nancy, A Crone's Intuition, and I are on Mondays together at 5 p.m. And we do
She's a doll.
Yes, she is. Divine Feminine Messages and Goddess. And this week we actually have a special guest, and Miss Jane the Seeker is joining us.
Nice.
So looking forward to that. Wednesday's investigative tarot. Don't have a case yet for that. And of course, Friday with Allyson. And I believe I have some other shows. Thursday, I will be doing a deck casual with Gerald on his channel on the 8th. That will be at 1:30. So we're going to be reviewing the Tina Gone book and the Lambert deck that came with it. That was a special Barnes and Noble, twofer. So we're going to be sharing that deck and talking about it. So I'm looking forward to that. So yes, lots of wonderful things coming up, and I'm looking forward to March when I get to visit with Miss Michelle Marie as well on her channel. So yeah, planning a lot of new shows, new name, new stuff coming up. So definitely has this new energy. Since that Pluto, I don't do her astrology, but since that Pluto went into Aquarius, it's like my creative inspiration has just gone up again, finally. And, with In Bulk, with the light language, and Marina, with you, with your channeling, all these new things are just, coming to me. And it's just wonderful. So it's so good to see our community still supporting one another, empowering each other, and more channels are popping up. So This is just a really great time. Let's make 2024 the best. So, and Marbie says I am planning to make my garden to plant flowers and veggies. Oh, it's wonderful. Very nice.
Perfect.
So everybody, again, thank you for joining us. Make sure to hit that like button, subscribe if you like the content, and comment after. For all of us, that helps us build our channels. And we will see you on the next live. Good night, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
See you later. Bye-bye.